Hello, everyone. Today is November 21st, and this is Kristy Bird MaKieve, CEO of Healthy Rural California and Executive Director for Butte-Glenn Medical Society and the North Valley Medical Association. I just want to say thank you. I am so grateful this week of Thanksgiving, and I want to wish you all a peaceful and delicious and happy Thanksgiving. It has been an amazing journey since 2019 when I started working in Chico, and just wanted to take a moment to reflect and express gratitude to the many, many people who have helped these three nonprofits survive. That's the medical societies who have been in their areas for at least 150 years in Chico. And I'd have to really look into the history of North Valley Medical Association, but clearly organized medicine has been in Redding and in Chico for more than a century. And then brand new, launching Healthy Rural California. So many, many thanks to every single board member of those three nonprofits, as well as the GME committee, and everyone just working behind the scenes, whether you have a formal role in any of the work that we're doing or you're just a cheerleader standing by. It just has been amazing to work with everybody, and we have so many thanks to share. I'm reflecting a lot about this journey. It's only been 4 years. Thinking a lot about how little we all knew in 2019, even up through 2022, even now, about graduate medical education and medical education and all of those things. And we've all been learning together. Thank you to those who have taught us, and thank you for those who have brought us along, but also learned along with us. And this all came to light, I think it was in May or June. At some point this spring, we actually talked to the State Department HCI about an award that had been granted in 2020. That award went to Butte County Behavioral Health with the goal of launching the psychiatry residency. And then in 2022, we got the Family Medicine HCI Award to Healthy Rural California to launch the Family Medicine residency. And the difference that we all talked about in this conversation with HCI and Butte County Behavioral Health was literally how much we had learned in such a short time frame between 2019, 2020, and just 2022, even 2021. I think we all sort of had this understanding of how graduate medical education programs launch, how it's best to be, successful, and how that funding can help us be successful. And then the difference in running Healthy Rural California between that HCI award for psychiatry versus the HCI award for family medicine. Just very different. It's just a reflection of how much we had all learned in this process. And so grateful to the state of California for recognizing the important role of graduate medical education, especially in the rural and underserved areas such as Northern California. I was also reflecting on how in early 2020, literally the week before the pandemic really hit in March of 2020, a bunch of us had gone to the state capitol to meet with the Assembly Subcommittee for Health to advocate and ask for $25 million that would then help fund the launch of new graduate medical education in Northern California. This was before I really even knew what that money would be best spent on. I knew it was needed. And I was taking notes about everything that I was hearing in the Inland Empire in Southern California, and how they had been operating as a region much more cohesively and strongly up until that point, and had been garnering large sums of money that would help enable graduate medical education to grow and thrive regionally. And it really helped me form Healthy Rural California as a regional voice for health equity, health care, delivery improvement, graduate medical education, and now medical education is what we've stepped into in 2023. And then also specifically looking at tribal medical education and why that's important, and what more could we be doing beyond establishing our graduate medical education programs in partnership with the Northern Valley Indian Health. So again, Healthy Rural California is the sponsoring institution. We then employ the residents in as simple terms as I can make it. And so our sponsoring institution clinical partner, we're going to be changing to Northern Valley Indian Health to reflect that we want all of our residency programs to be focused on tribal medical education. There'll be other variations like for family medicine, looking at palliative care in addition, and then with psychiatry on trauma-informed care, of course. So there's all these interesting permutations, but all of it is growing in a really exciting way. And it's just wonderful to just think back on these last few years of all that we've been working on together. To also know that Butte-Glenn Medical Society and the North Valley Medical Association are also being positioned for future success, financial viability. These are all things that really did keep me up at night, especially in 2019, as I was only working for Butte-Glenn Medical Society, and the idea of Healthy Rural California was just forming. You know, I just want to say that I'm grateful for all the board members and their excellent leadership. Together, we are figuring this out for the medical societies to be successful. There's a lot more work to be done, but I feel like the steps being taken or were taken are leading in a very good direction. So I am just grateful. This experience has been challenging. And with each challenge, I've learned and I've grown. And I hope that that is reflected as my philosophy of life anyway, sort of a human perspective. It's definitely going to be part of our future residency programs. And I'm also borrowing heavily from some amazing leaders. I have to express gratitude for these individuals, specifically Dr. Ted Zwerdling for stepping up to be the DIO of this unknown, like how do you set up a sponsoring institution? How do you set up different specialty residency programs? And Dr. Zwerdling, Dr. Z, as we call him, has just been there figuring it out with us. I think in 2024, Dr. Z, we really need to focus on that research component. Research is an essential ingredient for residency programs. That's it per ACGME's requirements. And so there is some research in town, and we are just needing to focus more attention on that in 2024. I know you want to, so we'll make it happen. And then the program directors and leaders, Dr. Sagu, Harkrat Sagu, has been the program director for the psychiatry residency. He had the qualifications for us to achieve accreditation. And then Dr. Mitchell has been appointed the program director since she has now achieved that time requirement from ACGME to be the program director. They do look for GME experience, like 5 years of it, and we're in a GME naive area. So a lot of us were just figuring this out together. And so I'm grateful to both Dr. Sagu and Dr. Mitchell for just doing what it takes to get accredited and make this all happen. And then congratulations to Dr. Wong and Dr. Kular, who will be the co-associate program director, program directors for psychiatry, and a huge thank you to Butte County Behavioral Health for being that partner that is providing their leadership and dedicating their time as co-APDs to the residency program, but they're paying the salaries for Dr. Wong and Dr. Kular. That's an amazing partnership, and thank you so much. And thank you too for continuing to work on the HCI award from 2020 that was definitely something that we just had to keep plugging away at, and we have. So thank you for that. Next, I want to thank, and then the program for psychiatry is going to be a community psychiatry curriculum. That's really unique. It's very innovative. It reflects what a psychiatrist in the future, once they're done with residency, would be providing services for in this region. So I have had some negative feedback about how this psychiatry residency isn't hospital-based or sort of research-based. And true, it's a very different program than many of the others. But with 500 applications and for 4 psychiatry residency slots to open next June, I feel like we have been validated that we're actually creating a curriculum that many people are interested in. And lo and behold, they are also interested in being in Northern California, but they just haven't had a residency program here to hang their hat on and make that transition to Northern California. So we're super excited about the psych residency and its curriculum. It's going to be innovative. Turns out that future psychiatrists don't necessarily want to be writing prescriptions all day, that they actually want to do therapy. They want to meet with their clients and spend time with them and provide other modalities of care and treatment. And so we're really, I think, tapping into that for this new psychiatry residency. Stay tuned for March 15th. We will be celebrating Match Day and letting everyone know who will be our first cohort of psychiatry residents. It's pretty exciting. And then in full steady state, in the 4 years of that curriculum, we will have 16 psychiatry residents every single year. And a huge thank you to Dr. Jagadisan of the VA of Northern California for being our partner to make this happen and seeing the need and being flexible and working with us as we really build out graduate medical education centered in Chico, but with all of these partners throughout Northern California. And there's other like Ampla Health, Butte County Behavioral Health, the whole psychiatry residency has many different partners that we have to thank for just being part of all of this, going through the accreditation process, which was like, you're sort of like saying, hey, here we are, can we be accredited? And in February of this year, we got accredited. So it's just been amazing. Another huge, huge, huge thank you to Enlo Health. They've changed their name, and to Dr. Sean Mairano in particular for believing in graduate medical education. We have partnered with Enlo Health to be the primary hospital for a new family medicine residency. That application went in for accreditation in July, and then we hope we will hear about accreditation at the end of January of 2024. We had our site visit October 4th. It went really well. We had a positive response from the site reviewer. And so huge, huge thanks as well to Program Director, Dr. Aldebra Schroll, and to Dr. Debbie Lupeka as Associate Program Director. Because Dr. Lupeka is also the Program Director for the Shasta Community Health Family Medicine Residency in Reading, once we're accredited, we'll have to recruit to make some changes just because she can't recruit for 2 different programs. That's just not possible. But everyone understood through the application process that she was the one with the experience in helping guide and mentor the physicians who are here in Chico, becoming the faculty and creating this new residency. That's amazing. I mean, to give of her time in that way, and all of her wisdom and expertise, she's helped us. Dr. Lupeka has helped us create an amazing and fair interview process for our future residents for psychiatry, which is also then being modeled for the future family medicine residents. Such an amazing year. Dr. Schroll, I know this was all new to you as well, but you've embraced it and have made a fantastic curriculum. And we are just looking forward to the further developments in 2024. So many people, the staff, I feel like I'm going to forget people, so I shouldn't say their names, but I'm going to say them. So Rachel Sanchez, Director of Community Health, and thank you for your leadership, Rachel. Because of you, we have these exciting new initiatives that aren't necessarily related to graduate medical education, but are building out the pathway for medical education and also other allied health and nursing, other healthcare programs. The MedEd program, the HPPP healthcare pathways stipends, and that whole 8-week curriculum every summer, applying for the awards to then hopefully we'll get for the allied health, future allied health professionals. Gosh, Rachel, what else have you done? Oh, you had the vision, Rachel, to do the ECHO project. So Healthy Rural California is an administrator for ECHO projects, which is an amazing way to share research and case studies virtually. Really look for more of that in 2024. And then Rachel also led the MedEd programs for high school students in Glenn County, and we're going to work on Tehama County and other counties in Northern California in 2024. And then she also had the vision to become a naloxone distribution program. She just made it happen. And we have been distributing naloxone, Narcan through the COPE program and Vista Associates, saving lives. Justin Moore has been doing an amazing job of data analysis where he's overlaying overdose deaths and by zip codes in Butte County with where naloxone is currently being distributed so that there can be a more likelihood of naloxone in the areas and in the hands to save lives where there's the most need. So that's been awesome and amazing. And then we have these t-shirts. So thank you, Rachel. And then Callie Erner is our CPA controller. She started in January, just less than a year ago, but has made all the difference in getting all of our grant portfolio set, also helping with the bookkeeping and financial management for the 2 medical societies. And so we've just really, I feel like 2023 was the year that everything came together, and it's mostly because we have this amazing team that's on board now. Lena for a psychiatry residency and Sana as well. And then Elisa and Sarah for family medicine. And then Isabella, who's just all things to all people. We have Bridget leading the medical societies and Lisa Lee for marketing and communications. Justin for the COPE and Vista programs. Forgetting. I know I'm forgetting. But anyway, great team. So thankful to have them doing the work that they do. So all these things are going on. Healthy Rural California, literally was nothing in January 2020. So it's been an exciting year, and I'm just grateful for everyone and their support. So I'm going to wrap up. I want to say, though, that I hope to see you in person. We're excited to be in Miriam Park, and we really love our office space, but we're in a constant state of construction. So if you hear a beeping sound, they're doing some work on the windows outside of our office. So at least it's not building the sushi restaurant below, which was more noisy, but looking forward to trying that. So I really do look forward to seeing you December 5th at Butte Creek Country Club. We are going to have our gala. It's Dying for More Docs, and I'm going to actually be the main speaker. I'm trying not to be, but I really want to focus on envisioning the future. We have our latest magazine. I think there's a lot of things I'm proud of this year. The tribal medical education conversations have been amazing, but also that we've managed to get 2 magazines out. I'm busy producing these magazines, trying to catch up on all the wonderful work that the team is doing, so that I can accurately represent. And then it goes to print, and I'm always like, I forgot to put that in there. We've just been doing so much, but Envision is the latest magazine topic. And so I really want to just review all of that. Really, it's a vision of how we can get to 2030 and be bringing $16 million a year in new job growth to Chico. It's pretty cool. And of course, so stay tuned. I hope to see you December 5th. Please do buy tickets. It is going to be the beginning of our fundraising in 2024, where we need to create an endowment of $5 million in order for Healthy Rural California to be sustainable, to have discretionary funding outside of grant funding, outside of graduate medical education, and fill in those blanks. So as we're seeing right now with the federal government and the teaching health center funds in particular that are wrapped up in this budget that continues to get punted along, we need to be able to withstand any of those blips in the funding stream for our graduate medical education. So ostensibly, that's what the $5 million endowment would be for. So I'm going to do another video about that, because we'll be kicking off some campaigns, and just amazing to be here on November 21st, 2023, and reflecting all of the amazing things that have happened, and to thank you for everyone's support. It really does take this community, and I feel very much supported by the community, and happy to continue being this steward for this vision. It's not my vision. I'm just the one articulating it. All right, you all have a happy Thanksgiving, and thank you.